My name is Steve Max, aka Max the Mentor, brand new Platinum 5000 in I Am Academy. Guys, been here for close to 2 years. And what I'm going to tell you is your trading journey can change your life. Let me help you understand something here is that literally I've seen the type of income that people can make. And I'm going to record this for future training, so I'm not going to say numbers. But I will say this. The Forex market has the potential to solve every financial want and need that you have. And I don't say that jokingly. This is a limitless opportunity where you don't have to invest thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars to make a return. You open up an Amazon business, you got to buy products, got to send them, got to wait for people to buy them. Amazon charges, you need money. Any product-based company, you need money. Here, you need money, but not a lot. And you can multiply and multiply and multiply and multiply and multiply. You don't have to keep buying product. So here you have a limitless potential anywhere that you can get online. And you don't even need a lot of money to start because you're going to start on a demo account. So my friends, welcome to I Am Academy. Welcome to the world of trading. And what we're going to do tonight is take you through a brief orientation of the steps that you should be taking in order to achieve what it is that you want to achieve in trading and in this trading journey. Now, I want to ask you a question. If you truly believe that you have the power to change your life, regardless of what's going on in the world, if you believe that you can change your life through this opportunity and you can do it in this year, I want you to put in the chat box right now the number 2020. If you believe that in 2020, you can absolutely change your life. See, the world wants us to think, the media wants us to think that we are under the control of our circumstance. But the truth is, life is 5% of what happens to you, 95% of how you react to it. So regardless of what situation you find yourself today, regardless of what's going on in the outside world, in politics, even in the economy, you are at the right place at the right time. See, guys, the way that we teach you how to trade, you can make money when the economy is doing great and when the economy is not doing so great. All right. So I'm going to get a little deep tonight. I want you guys to roll with me. I'm going to try to give you guys, or I am going to give you guys some massive nuggets. And then at the end of tonight's call, I'm going to be bringing up a testimonial from a gentleman who's become one of the top traders in our organization, also one of our top leaders, soon to be Platinum 1000. And this young man, I've seen him grow so much. So make sure that you stay to the end because I don't want you to just hear it from me. I want you to know that this is changing different people's lives and different age groups, different types of people all around the world. Now, before I get into the nuts and bolts, let me give you some intangibles I want you to write down. These are things that without them, you will not be able to succeed here, okay? The first thing I want you to write down is the word commitment. The word commitment, okay? And this word commitment is a scary word for a lot of people, okay? Because it's like, man, I want to try something. And if it doesn't work, I'll try something else. I'm going to date this person, maybe even marry them. But if it don't work out, I'll just replace them. I'm going to try this gym thing out, this health thing out, this business thing out, this career thing out. Everybody's trying everything, but nobody's committed. And that's why very few people succeed. See, if you're going to win here, you got to be absolutely committed, okay? And here's the type of commitment that I want you to give. I want you to give yourself a 12 to 18 month commitment. 12 to 18 month commitment before you decide that you're not going to do this anymore. If you're not willing to do this for 12 to 18 months to change your life, this is not for you, and that's okay. You got to figure out what is for you. Somebody do me a favor. I want you to write in the chat box, how many years does a doctor or lawyer typically go to school? Drop it in the chat box. Undergrad is 4 years. So if you just want like a general degree, it's 4 years. You can do like biology, I think it is. But then it's like 10 years. So let me ask you this. Okay, let's now, I don't think anybody here is a doctor. For the most part, I don't think we enrolled any doctors this week. A lot of other kinds of professions, but how much do you guys think a good doctor can make? Drop it in the chat. If you, a good doctor, even a surgeon, how much do you think they can make? Even a dentist. What's up, my dentist? I know we got a few of you guys. Congrats on your graduation. 250,000 to 300,000. Let's go. Any other numbers? How much does a good doctor make? Up to 450 grand. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. 500K. Yeah, good. They got to be good. They got to be good for 500K. All right. Not enough for 12 years. All right. So let's think about this. Let's think about this. A doctor goes to school for 8 to 12 years, what we're estimating. Plus, they got to do a lot of field training after school to make, you know, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. Now, how much do you think that they got in student debt? There we go, Abigail. We are on the same track, sis. How much student debt you think it took them to in order to do that? Right? Hundreds of thousands. So here's all I want you to know. We're going to skip from this. If it takes a doctor or a lawyer 8 to 10 years to study, and it takes them 200,000 of student loans or payments for a good school in order to be a six-figure earner, how long would you be committed to do this? How long would you be committed? No student debt, no stupid schools that you probably hate to go to, leave your family for, right? How long would you wait? How long would you learn for? Okay. Now, I'll tell you something. I've known people that they've had good months trading right away. 30 days, 60 days, fast, boom, 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 boom. But there's always a growth. There's always a time and a period where they begin to run into, you see, when you trade, it's all psychology. You begin to understand yourself. You begin to have to confront the person in the mirror. If the person in the mirror is greedy, it will affect your trading. If the person in the mirror is afraid of loss, it will affect your trading. If you're a natural gambler, it will affect your trading. You will have to overcome these things. Are you committed to that? See, your family needs you to be committed to growth and committed to change. What I'm proposing tonight is this. You're here. You saw the vision. Now I want you to commit to the journey. I want you to commit to the journey. 12 to 18 months, okay? 12 to 18 months. Long-term perspective, okay? Now, many of you guys know we have a tuition here. I want to tackle this real quick. If you have any room for doubt, any concern at all about the monthly tuition, you need to get to and free tomorrow. You need to get to and free next week. Don't think you're going to come in here, make $1 million, and then pay your tuition. And if you're broke, no. Let's do this the right way. Let's think like logical people. Let's be organized. If you think that your monthly tuition is going to be a challenge, just get your to and free. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I want you to have a long-term commitment here. I want you to really learn this because it'll be worth it. If a doctor goes to school for 10 years, if a lawyer goes to school for 10 years and it costs them hundreds of thousands of dollars, Isn't it worth it to stick this out for 18 months, right? Isn't it worth it to learn? Most successful traders I know have major breakthroughs year 2 and year 3. I'm not saying you won't make money in 60, 90 days. Our products are good. You can make money. But I'm talking about explosive 6, 7-figure trading. Some people have done it in 12 months in our organization. I can't share numbers because I'm recording this. But all I want you to do is have patience. It's going to take me to my next word, is patience. You've got to have a patience in the process. Write that down. Be committed, long-term. Be patient. You know, I put this up in the in my Facebook and my Instagram. Okay? Patient. Send me that later, Pip. I want to know. I know what you're talking about. Patience and Pip. Okay. Be patient. All right? Check this out. Most people quit before seeing the fruit, before allowing the seed to be able to even be able to bear it, right? So most people quit on the seed. When you got started in I Am Academy, you put a seed in the ground. Most people quit on the seed before the tree is able to bear fruit. Okay? That's good. Process and patience. I like that. I like that. We got to talk about that. So you understand, you pay for your subscription, you see the vision, you just planted a seed, but now that seed has to get roots and grow into a tree. For some people here, that's 30, 60 days. For some people here, it's a year. For some people here, it's 2 months or 2 years, 3 years. But it'll come if you're patient and you're growing and you're learning, right? I have a formula for that, which you'll hear from me in other trainings. So all I want you to do is be patient in the process, and also be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Don't compare yourself. You know, the I Am a Trader chat. And listen, if somebody can drop the I Am a Trader chat link in all of our team chats, the Revolt, the Catalyst, and the Market Mastery chat, drop the I Am a Trader chat. Watch these guys. They're dropping charts. They're catching pips. They're catching profits, right? But here's the deal: is that you're going to see that and say, I don't understand. You know, these people know more than me. Listen, be patient with yourself. If you were to learn a new language right now, guess what? It takes time. Be patient in the process, okay? Also, consistency. Consistency kills. Listen, I'll tell you something, guys. I've seen people with a lot of talent, raw talent, that just were not freaking consistent. Just were not consistent. What's the difference between a good basketball player and a great basketball player? Is consistency. They show up every day before they're asked to. They study more than most people do. They do a little bit more, and they do a little bit more, and they do a little bit more, but they're so stinking consistent. Guys, the fact that I'm a Platinum 5000 here is not because of raw talent. It's not because of I'm a special gifted person that God just decided to bless better than anyone else. It's just that I didn't quit, and I just stayed consistent, and I just kept at it, and I just kept at it, and I didn't have any quit in me. You see, you can't have any quit in you, guys. Be consistent every day. Listen, here's your plan. You're going to make a schedule for yourself when you're going to trade. You're going to make a schedule for yourself when you're going to get on the education. You're going to make a schedule for yourself, you know, when you're going to be studying and learning. And then you got to stick to that schedule. I always say this: better for you to study 45 minutes a day than to study once or twice a week. Schedule it. I'm going to study every night at 10 p.m. Between 10 and 11, that's what I can offer this right now. If you begin to see that it's worth more, you add it more into your schedule. Maybe you have a job. Maybe you have kids. I get it. But how bad do you need to win financially right now? There's a story of a girl. She was she's from one of the islands in the Caribbean. I'm not sure which one it was. It might be Trinidad. She didn't even have enough money to get started on the platform. She borrowed the money. She knew she was not going to have enough money to pay the second month. She borrowed the money to get started. She borrowed money to put into a trading account. And in her first month, she made enough money to pay for her subscription again. Within a few months, she made her first $100,000. Results not typical or guaranteed. Maybe you have a strong need for why you're here. I want to encourage you to tap into that. The next word I want you to write is why, W-H-Y. So we said commitment, we said long-term commitment, we said consistency, and now we're going to write the word why. Why are you doing this? Is it because of your family? Is it because you have goals and dreams that you want to achieve? Why are you doing this? I want you to focus in on that. Because when you go tell your mentor, when you go tell me that you don't want to do this anymore, we're going to ask you, what about your family? See, look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know, can you quit on your goals and dreams? Is your job going to ever provide for you what a good trading account could provide for you? Guys, if you grow a $100,000 account and you make just 3% per week, my daily goal is 3% per day. If you do 3% per week on a $100,000 account, how much is that? Put it in the chat. $3,000, Owen. $3,000, Mira. Could you live with $3,000 on the beach, on a Bahamian island? Could you live off of that? Would you be happy with that? $3,000. Grow an account to 100 grand and just make 3% per week. That's $3,000 take home income. Not bad, right? You could go anywhere in the world and live off of $3,000 a week. That's all it takes. I'll say this. I don't want to get too deep. People dying every day, 35 years old. It just blows my mind. The amount of people that are sick, the amount of things that are happening, it breaks me. Time is against us, but it's going to pass. Why not use it to do something great and do something that puts power back into your hands? All right? Commitment, consistency, your why, patience, right? I hope you wrote the word patience down. Discipline, we talked about that too. The last word I'm going to mention with you guys is engagement. Engagement, write that down, engagement. Listen, I can't do this for you. The person that helped you register, referred you to platform, they're not going to be able to do this for you. But you have to engage yourself. What do I mean by that? Listen, Max the Mentor on Instagram. Okay, let me meet you guys real quick. Max the Mentor on Instagram. Okay, if you guys have any questions, message me. Find me on Telegram. Message me. I answer everybody's things. Maybe not immediately, but I always respond. Okay, but you got to engage. If you guys see us in the Telegram chats, you got to engage. Now, I get it. Listen, we're a bunch of excited people, and that darn Telegram dings all the time. We're actually looking at another program that we may use in the future. But here's what you do. You know, temporarily mute it, but make sure you go in there every day. You know, make sure you go in there every day and catch up, because if you're not engaged in the team, you're not going to grow. I'm telling you right now, if you're not engaged, if you're not on the trainings, if you're not asking your mentor questions, you're just not going to grow. So be engaged. This is a community. Don't do this by yourself. Do this with us. All right? All right, guys, if you guys are getting value so far, drop the number 500 in the chat right now if you guys are excited and getting value from this so far. Fantastic, guys. Let's start running through some basics. All right, guys. So the first thing I want you to know is everybody has a website called im.academy. And I'm actually going to do this. 1 second.